How's everyone doing? It is the 50% off Criterion Collection sale at Barnes & Noble, and I'm pretty sure it goes to the end of the month. And if you don't know what Criterion Collection is a company that releases Blu-Rays, 4Ks, DVDs, and in the back of each case, it says Criterion Collection, a series of continuing important classic and contemporary films. And it's a good mixture of the classic and contemporary. They have a lot of really good classy and classic films, but they've got some interesting mixture of newer stuff too. It's a company that's been around for a long time. They had, Laserdisc back in the day even. But this is for, the Barnes & Noble sale. Now, I don't know how Barnes & Noble sells Criterion Collection releases normally because they're way overpriced. If you go there normally, they're asking like $40 a pop for just like the regular Blu-rays, even more for the 4Ks. So the 50% off sale, it's like $20. That's for like the Blu-rays, and then it's like $25 for the 4Ks. So I feel like that's the prices they should normally be at, but it's the only time you can really get them at that price unless you're, buying secondhand used, and those are hard to come by. I feel like certain companies retain their value. Criterion Collection is one of them. So they're always worth picking up. You're never going to really find, Blu-rays for them for dirt cheap or anything unless you're super lucky. But yeah, so I always try to wait for the sales for Criterion Collection. I rarely pick up day one releases anymore. I wait for the sales for everything pretty much. I haven't picked up a Criterion Collection in a while, so I'm going to get a bunch this time. It's worth it. My birthday is in a couple weeks, so I'm going to kind of treat myself to an early birthday present too. So I'm excited. I've been waiting for this sale, and it's here. And I wanted to get some recommendations from you guys. I know a lot of people are doing videos on here giving you recommendations, but I was hoping to get some feedback from you. Do this vice versa. And, maybe I'll do a recommendation video at the end of the month as well after I pick some stuff up and watch some stuff. But I picked up 2 titles already, and I want to pick up 10 more. So I'm looking for some recommendations. But I know there's been issues with transfers. In the Mood for Love, for instance, has like green hue. What is the one with Jimmy Stewart that they redid? Flight of the Phoenix, I think, maybe. I can't remember the title right now. But apparently people were saying that they changed the color palette on that. The transfer makes it look like it's the fall instead of summer. It's the same thing, too, for like the old Night of the Living Dead transfer back in the day, not Criterion. But Twilight Time, that, the night shots look like day shots. And then for the Heat recently, too, that the day shots look like night shots. So do take into consideration for transfer. I want it to be how I remember it. So that's a thing, too. That's always important. I feel like a lot of times people will pick up a lot of movies and not actually watch them, not realize it's different. And maybe this release, just because it's Criterion, isn't the best release. But Criterion usually does an amazing job on the release. There's just a couple different things here and there. Again, In the Mood for Love, and then Flight of the Phoenix. I feel like I might be messing that title up. It's the one that Jimmy Stewart was remade a while ago. But yeah, I'm looking for recommendations. I'm definitely looking for some film noir. I'm really picky when it comes to silent films, but if you think something will really blow me away, I'm open to suggestions on that too. But film noir, there's not a lot of horror. I feel like there's a lot of horror titles on DVD from them, which need upgrade. Fiend Without a Face, was the Monsters and Madmen box set. There's a bunch of other older ones. But I'm going to go ahead and show you my Criterion Collection, which is mostly over there. I do have some in piles on the floor. So I have a few here and there, but the majority is right here. So you can give me, or you can get an idea of what you can give me recommendations for. So starting up, hopefully this is in frame. But the lighting isn't really good in this corner, so forgive me. Actually, let me turn on. I don't know if this light will really do much. No, it did nothing. But to give you just an idea, of what I've got right now. And then you can maybe base off of what I have to give me recommendations. I would certainly appreciate it. And then we're getting to some of the DVDs. Here's some of the box sets and stuff. There's that Zatoichi set, which is beautiful. Let me know if you've picked up anything at the Barnes & Noble 50% off Criterion Collection sale, and if you haven't, if you plan to pick any up, and if you do, what do you plan to pick up? But yeah, definitely this is just a quick video to get some recommendations from you guys of what you think I should pick up from the Criterion Collection sale. I love Criterion Collection as a company. They've been around for a long time, and they've got some amazing releases and amazing transfers. Again, I pointed out two, but those two just kind of really, it's like a thorn in my paw, if you will. And I feel like other companies have done the same, where some of the transfers have changed how they've looked previously. So, I know that's just, again, something to take into consideration and think about. But, and I have the Night of the Living Dead previous Blu-ray release from Criterion Collection, which I thought was a great release. And I know there's the 4K release for that now too. And I'm like, I love the movie, but the constant upgrading, double dipping and triple dipping, it becomes a bit much, a bit tedious, but I might do it. It's a classic. But let me know what you think and give me some Criterion Collection recommendations. Again, I'm really looking for horror, film noir, but anything that you think is good and worth, Westerns too, for that matter, actually. Those are the three that I'm really looking forward to the most genre-wise. But I'm open to anything if you think it's something good and that I should check out and worth watching, worth picking up, and worth blind buying for that matter as well. So definitely leave me those recommendations. I really do appreciate it. And again, let me know if you picked up anything from the Criterion Collection 50% off sale and what you plan to pick up if you haven't yet. Leave me all those comments down below, and I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.